June 8th, PZM Essentials webinar. Today we will be going over processing as applied data within Profit Zone Manager. And what I have is a field out of our own operation from 2015, planting information. And so we'll be uploading that to one of our fields. And so going through our agenda today, uploading a compressed raw DAT file of planting information to the machine data page, exporting compressed zipped raw DAT file from planning data to specific field in Profit Zone Manager to be processed, readjusting seed cost within budget to represent as planted seed cost, and then create and view planting information within Profit Zone Manager. And then finally, we'll follow up with questions. Hop into Profit Zone Manager. First thing that we'll do is go to our machine data page. And we'll click on the green Upload Machine Data in the top left-hand corner. Under Machine Data Type, we're going to scroll down and select As Applied Raw. And we're going to label this Machine Data AG 2535 Planting Data. Next, we're going to browse for that folder that we have saved on our desktop, which is 2015 Home Big Soybeans Planting Data. And that is in a compressed zip file. And these are files that I pulled out of our Climate Field View cab account. And so, and those files are in DAT files. And so this is raw as applied data information from 2015, so a single year for a single field. And so that's uploading. So now file is uploaded and complete. Estimated processing time 1 minute. Next, we'll click the green Save button. So now our machine data and has begun to process. And so we'll also, once the machine data is done processing and uploaded to our machine data page, we will get an email. So just shortly here, and should hear my phone email beep. So, and depending on the file size, it may take longer. So if we uploaded all of our 1,300 acres in DAT files, it might take 2 or 3 minutes. And so, but it's a fairly fast turnaround. So now our AsGrow 2535 planting data that we uploaded is ready to be viewed. So my phone went off. So we'll come to machine data name and we'll scroll down. Here we have the AsGrow 2535 planting data. We'll select that. Year of operation was 2015. Home farm, home big, seeding, AsGrow 2535, seeds per acre. And we're going to check mark the view. That allows us to export this data to an already existing field within Profit Zone Manager. Next, we'll come over to the upper right-hand side of our screen where we have the green Export to Existing Field button. We're going to go ahead and click that. Next, we're going to choose our enterprise. So it's AgSolver Training Enterprise that we're working with. And the field is Home North. Data type, We're going to label this AG 2535, and that number is based off of the variety of soybeans that we planted within the field. AsGrow 2535, and then also I'll put in the year. So as applied data type, we can either upload as applied seed, fertilizer, or herbicide, or insecticide. But here it's seed, estimating processing time, roughly about 1 minute. And we're going to click on the orange export and go to enterprise button at the bottom right hand of our window here. So now that's being exported to our field within Profit Zone Manager, which is the Home North field. And while that is processing, I'll open up our budget. So currently we have a seed cost of $65 an acre, and this is a blanket cost throughout the entire field. And for our cost, we put price per unit. And so for this, the bag of soybeans costs $65, and that's after we took out the discount, early cash discount, and then but we added a seed treatment onto that, and so our cost came to $65. And so when our as applied is ready, we'll turn that cost per unit into cost per thousands of seeds planted. So I believe now our as applied information is ready for this field. So right next to our actual production soybeans 2015 scenario, we have an options drop down menu, and we'll come and edit machine data. Here on the right hand side, you can see our as applied data that we've uploaded to the machine data page, then exported to the farm and field. It's now ready, so we're going to incorporate that, and we'll click save. So now it has begun processing. So now we can view the financial performance. After that, we'll edit the budget. And so instead of having an overall just average cost per acre, we're going to put that cost at 0. And since our price per unit was $65 an acre, and that was also our price per bag, for 2015 we planted this at a population of right around 140,000, but we'll take that cost per unit of $65, and there's 140 seeds per unit, and that gives us a cost of seeds planted, or cost per thousands of seeds, at 46 cents. And we won't put anything in the overall seed cost at the top there, because we're turning that as applied map into a expense map. And then we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page and then click save to save our new budget. And our new budget is updating to represent our as applied data. We can edit so we have our seed cost of 46 cents. Next, we will go ahead and create a report, Profit Zone Manager, and we'll come down and click on Home North, Actual Production Soybeans 2015. And then Print Report. Now our report is being created. Once our report is ready, we'll have a green report button at the top right hand corner. We'll also get another email to our phone saying, or email saying that our report is ready to be viewed. So, and then within this report, we can save this on our desktop or save it on a flash drive or even print it from that page in particular. So it'll just take about a minute or less for that report to come back. And we can review the financial performances table. So we had a field average yield of 67, or the acreage was 67 acres. Average yield was right around 55. Profitability for this year is a little over $8.50. Return on investment about 2%. Production efficiency produced right around 200 or 120 bushels per $1,000 spent. Our acreage opportunity ratio was 40% with a working capital opportunity cost of 12,000, almost 600. Now we'll scroll up and our report is ready to be downloaded. So then within our report, first page we have table of contents. Next we have a yield map. And with our yield maps, you have to think the darker the red, the higher the yield. The whiter the white, if there was any white, the lower the yield. This field was pretty average in terms of yield. Then we have our planting map. So, and then if you see, you can see where we have an angle where we overplanted, and planting populations were anywhere from 160 to almost 190,000. So, and then this is our planting map. We only had one variety of soybeans within this field. And then below that we have our financial performance table with a profitability map. Our yield increased to break even, and on this field in the northeast corner here we had a water management issue. We repaired tile, added a line, and then this area in the southeast corner, it's a sandy knoll. And then our expense decrease map. And finally, rounding out, we have our budget within Profit Zone Manager that we have. Pull up the screen. So if anyone has any questions, please feel free to type them in the chat box below here. And I also want to mention that this webinar will be uploaded to YouTube after we are done recording. I want to thank everyone for joining our webinar today. And our webinar at 11 o'clock, which is our intermediate planning webinar, is return on investment of in-season nitrogen application. I want to thank everyone for joining our webinar. And if there is no more questions, I will see you at 11.